Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is our 11th Coronasode, the shows we do for you guys that are still stuck in quarantine, all three of you, because it seems like everybody has just bailed on the quarantining. So good job on that.
I'm still in quarantine.
Yeah, Jackie's still working from home. Sam's still avoiding people as much as possible, which is not really different than normal.
My life hasn't changed very much at all.
Right. Yeah. So, and I work from home anyway, so I don't go outside. Let's get to the important thing. Jackie, what are you drinking?
Vodka tab.
Vodka tab again.
Which means I'm going to be a fucking shit show by the end of this thing. I swear to God, like, after 11 weeks of doing this, right, you'd think that I would be like, I'm going to pace myself. Fuck no. I get so drunk by the end of the episodes, I'm like, I got a one-eye tap now on my phone. There's no doing anything else.
Right.
So I thought you were going to say, after 11 vodka tabs, I get kind of wasted. I was like, 11 vodka tabs.
That's kind of true, too.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't.
Thursday's always a fucking shit show for me at work. It's like, don't talk so loud.
Yeah, she's learned to schedule meetings around Thursday morning, at least.
Yeah, it's like, no meetings before 2, please. I need a lot of coffee and a lot of bacon grease to get myself going before I can talk to other people.
Sam, what do you got?
Seltzers. Bud Light seltzers again. Black cherry this time because they come in the 24-pack where place right next to my house. And if you get the 24-pack, you get 6 of every flavor. So you can totally binge out on one flavor one night. And tonight I'm just going to hit black cherry.
Why not, man? It's like the most popular flavor for flavored soda ever. So
I like the strawberries the best, but I drank those last night.
Gotcha. Well, I'm
with you, dude. I also like the strawberries the best.
I got the red beers again, as usual.
Nobody asked you.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to you yet. We're still talking about the Bud Light seltzers.
Man, that's all you guys ever talk about.
Bud Light seltzer should be fucking paying us.
Yeah.
No shit, huh? Well,
or at least giving us free beer every week.
Or giving Sam free beer because I don't see you drinking a ton of them right now.
I drink them during the week. And let me tell you,
it's literally Wednesday.
let me tell you, Bud Light seltzer, I drink you religiously on my last camping trip, which we will probably get to in this podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
Nice. I've got some massive news. Like you guys are probably already aware of this, but it's kind of a big deal. You
have butthole warts?
Yeah, it's been in the news. Maybe probably not enough as it should be, but it's something that we need to be mindful of and consciousness of. But I read this headline in Yahoo Finance or finance.yahoo.com. Spanish porn star Nacho Vidal.
His name is not Nacho Vidal.
It is.
I'm reading the headline. Spanish porn star Nacho Vidal, who likes to advertise his aromatic candles shaped like male genitalia on Twitter, has been arrested on manslaughter charges following a man's death during a mystic ritual in which he inhaled psychedelic toad venom. That's the headline.
That's the whole story.
Right. Well, I think there's more to it, Sam. I mean, like,
I don't think there is.
It doesn't. What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
I have nothing to say about that.
You can't do that. You can't. It's DMT on the toads, I think. So, like the people that lick the frogs. That's a much slower method of ingestion. Or if you like scrape the stuff off the frogs and get it down and turn it into something, that's fine. But if you're just smoking that stuff, yikes.
Yeah.
Do you think that he gave the frog a lot of beans so he could just huff off the frog's butthole?
I don't think that's how frog venom works, but okay.
No, you get them panicked and they start foaming on their back.
Mm-hmm. That's how.
And then you lick them.
That's fucking mean. But I guess if you showed him a picture of Roseanne Barr, that'd probably do it.
Ah! Does she step on frogs a lot or toads?
No, I just don't like her.
She's just mean. She's just a mean lady, and they're like, ah, yee, yee, a Roseanne.
Or mistook her for Rosie O'Donnell. She's got a gun.
Oh boy.
That's who I'm talking about, Rosie O'Donnell. Sorry. I ruined my own fucking joke.
Nice.
Roseanne Barr's not in a good place with popularity either, so.
Yeah. Well, Rosie's doing okay. She's got a pretty big Twitter following, so. But seriously, folks, we do want to say that anybody that's out there protesting for Black Lives Matters right now, we're with you. We feel you. We respect you, and we want to hear from you. I could say a lot of things right now, but I'm not going to for once. Instead, I think it's more important that we hear from people who's directly affected by the things that are happening around the nation, specifically, obviously, members of the people of color. And also, we shouldn't forget that it's also Pride Month. So any members of the LGBTQ community that have also experienced discrimination at the hands of any law enforcement, or just in general, that feel like, hey, we actually want to hear from you and let you guys take point on that. So please email us, talk@stinkermadness.com, and we will totally support you in any way we can. So we're going to move on from that.
I've experienced discrimination from being pissed off all the time, and it pisses me off.
I thought you were going to go with Italian. Or that one phase in your life where you were wearing that weird hat that made you look like a New York taxi cab driver.
Why would
and
that?
People tried to get in your car a bunch.
Yeah. I think you guys are watering down everything I just said.
We're totally white peopling out right now. It's too bad.
Good job.
Well, this is how we can relate to you. And it's not anything close to what you're going through, but we're making jokes because we don't know what to say.
Right. That's okay. Just say that. Yeah. We're morons and we don't have the ability to voice anything that's comparable.
And we talked about it early, so none of us are totally shit-faced and on a tangent.
So, yeah, go ahead. Email us, please, talk@stinkermadness.com. If you want to make it private and just have us share it between the three of us, just let us know and we won't read it out on the air. And we also won't dox anybody that doesn't want to be. Anyways, we do have some listener feedback this week. For the first time ever, somebody replied to us on letterboxd.com, which was...
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, hey, how about that?
What the hell is Letterboxd?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, Jackie doesn't pay attention to anything we do other than get drunk and talk about things. But this is a response to The Cat from Outer Space by reviewer Nathan Detroit. Who
Gotta get yourself to Detroit, Rock City.
Okay. All right. He says, I was amazed that you didn't make reference in your podcast to the fact that the judge who flies at the end of the movie is none other than Boss Hogg from the Dukes of Hazzard.
What? Really?
Yeah.
How did we miss
I did
that?
not notice that.
As soon as he said it, I was like, oh, shit.
Damn it. That was a good catch,
No
Detroit.
kidding. Nathan Detroit. Yeah. God damn it, dude. I really loved the Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid. Obviously, pretty much everybody did. But I really kind of think that all villains should be Boss Hogg. Like, he was the archetype for a villain. Like, not good at villainy, but just an idiot, Always after them Duke boys.
Because they were selling Uncle Jesse's moonshine, 70 years after Prohibition ended.
Right.
60.
We gotta get them Duke boys.
I wonder how hard its syndication reruns have been hit now that celebrating General Lee is not a thing to do.
Yeah, no. Like, oh man, that sucks because that Charger was bitching. That Charger, that 75 Chargers that they destroyed every episode.
They had one nice one.
Do you guys think that Nathan Detroit, first he drinks and then he smokes?
Oh, shut up. Jesus.
What about if he's Do you think he has a PhD? Then he would be Dr. Detroit.
Oh, we have so many questions for you, Nathan.
If he was a feline, he could be a Detroit lion. Hey-o.
Oh!
Or a Detroit tiger, I guess.
Go for the lion. He has better hair.
What's
or
their...
Detroit Tabby.
Yeah, that's their lacrosse team, right? The Detroit Tabbies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they were going to go with the Alley Cats, but then they decided that the fans going and the stands would be too annoying.
They think that it would have made a huge blockbuster movie that would fail. We got some more listener feedback, specifically who we gave a shout out to last week for supporting us on Patreon. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Stinker Madness. Help us keep the show free and accessible at all times by paying for our hosting. JR, he replies.
Was he shot?
Okay. Dear Stinker Madness, the rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated, and it was Mary Crosby, according to the Google overlords. I am the JR and returning as your I love you guys writer from Navy SEALs.
I knew it. I knew he was JR. He has a big house in Dallas.
Did you not hear him at the beginning of it, like, say that he...
Yes, I heard.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I
All
knew
right.
it.
We can be done with the Dallas thing.
Right now, either one of you, what's JR's last name in Dallas? I know it.
Ewing. Duh.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Okay. What is Ewing? First off, hail to Queen Jackie. I hereby dub thee the new title, Mother of the Double Dragon.
Oh, God damn it. Should have never told that story. Gonna have to get a necklace now, like a big necklace, and wear it around so that people know it'll have a dragon with two heads.
Khaleesi doesn't wear a necklace.
Well, she's not running around with diarrhea and puking on the floor.
Okay. She's got something coming out of her vagina, too? Because of the triple dragon? No?
Gross.
It's literal? She has 3 dragons? Huh, I never made that connection. Okay, thank you for naming one of the worst ends to a night of drinking. Thank you for all your impressions, Mother of the Double Dragon. I am not a Texan white man. I am a black taco man.
Oh my God, tacos. I love tacos. JR, we're getting closer. I know you can feel it.
A taco man, I guess, now makes sense. A Tacoman. It's not Taco Man, it's Tacoman.
Oh, God damn it.
But it's literally spelled Taco Man.
Don't listen to him, JR.
I'd make her read the listener feedback because she has a doctorate, but I've seen her read.
Right, yeah.
So,
It's pretty butchery. It's literally spelled Taco Man. I would think it would be Tacomanian? Tacoman?
He's from Tacoma.
Right, but what would you guys think, without thinking of Taco Man, what would you say someone from Tacoma is called?
Taco Man.
Taco Man. That's like the best ever.
I was very excited.
Okay. He says Seattle, Tacoma represent Fraser's coffee. Oh, Fraser coffees, Bigfoots, and trees. So many fucking trees. The spooky stories are amazing. That's the end of your stuff.
Thank you, Taco Man.
Justin, the lovely golden-throated host with the most. The everyman you want to have a red beer with. Thank you for always herding these cats back to conversation. Thank you for your Blaxploitation run. It has shown me so much awfully awesome. Also, your compliments about patronage actually really helped during a difficult day being an independent courier. I love hearing about the RV updates in this. It's this old house on wheels for millennials. I have a You're Right, Idiot. Okay.
Yes, it's for me.
Nintendo USA is in Seattle, and they do distribution and production logistics for the North American market. I think he's referencing when we did the episode of The Wizard.
Which was also one of my movies.
Yeah, good job. So not designing, but putting more sugary American goodness in our games. Sando Sam, thanks for taking on all the topics. You make us laugh and are hitting topics that need addressing. The convenience store thing is a low down dirty shame. Can I get a top 10 for your Blaxploitation movies? Also, what sandwich is your favorite? Just so you have a scenario, let's say you just found out the cat is dead and you're in your bad story and you need a pick-me-up. What are you getting for a sandwich? Where do you get it from? Go ahead, Sam.
My favorite sandwich is a Reuben.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the Reuben at Brick 29 in Nampa, Idaho is the best I've ever had.
Also your favorite hand job paying client, his name is Ruben. So it's you were just going to like him for his name, but then he gave you $10.
You know, it's the Thursday night Reuben for a Reuben.
You give him Reuben a rubbin.
Yep.
Okay.
Gross. All I can think about is my step grandpa.
Oh yeah, that's
his
right.
name was Reuben.
Yeah,
he was gross.
I've never met a Reuben, so I can't really claim if they're gross or not. But Sam, you're going to have to put together a top 10 list of your favorite blaxploitations at some point and read them out on the show.
I can't give you the top 10 right now, but I will give you my favorite.
Okay.
It's three the Hard Way.
Right.
Three the Hard Way is my favorite.
Starring
Williamson and Jim Brown.
Yeah.
And Jim Kelly. The quarterback, the martial artist.
I've seen Jim Kelly's martial arts. They're not good.
Jim Kelly, the quarterback?
The quarterback, yeah.
Yeah, no, because Jim Kelly, the martial artist, is quite good.
Yeah, no, the white guy, he's terrible at it, but great at chucking balls. If I haven't said it enough, JR goes on. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. These days are confusing and hard, but with love and kindness, we will get through this and find even worse movies together. Get to the penis.
It's wiener.
No, it's get to the penis.
It's a penis?
Jesus, Jackie.
Yep.
I can't anymore with her. Someone help me. I need out. Mostly because you can't remember what happens on this show from week to week. Good email, JR. Thank you so much. And still, thank you very much for supporting us. We love you too. And we're glad that you are in touch with us continually.
Stay true, Tacoman.
Tacoman.
I honestly love you.
That's insane.
You guys, it was like 10 years ago, there was another headline about Tacoman that spun off into just the Taco Man thing. And there was all sorts of shit for a while about Taco Man.
Yeah, it's got to. That's just natural. I'm probably like,
it is.
JR is probably like, oh God, the Taco Man thing again. Like, how do these idiots not get it? How do they not know about it by now? There was a whole news thing about it and the internet blew it up.
No, it was like when they renamed the pavilion the Taco Bell Arena.
Right.
And if you said it fast, you're like, Taco Bell Arena.
Taco Bell.
Well, that sounds delicious and artistic.
It's like the dance of the chalupa fairies.
Yep.
Okay. Speaking of the motorhome, we got an update. This weekend, or last weekend, however you would want to address that, Jackie and I took it out for its maiden voyage, not just to Sam's house, but to actual camping. Its intended purpose in the mountains, where there was no power or water or anything. Just the sun and trees. And?
We saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, that's what she wants to talk about.
It was across the lake. We saw it. It was dancing around a blue pickup truck.
Uh-huh.
You sure it wasn't a UFO?
No, it was not a UFO.
No.
It was one of those silly T-Rex costumes.
Inflatable T-Rex costume.
Yeah.
This person was running around in it. And like running through the trees and stuff. It was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
That shit got wild.
Yeah, where we went in Idaho, I'm not going to reference it because it won't matter to most of our listeners. It's a pretty drunk place. It's kind of like, I want to say, like our Havasu, kind of. Like, there was a lot of young people there, way younger than we were, and a lot of drunky monkey business. But, it was great. It was absolutely spectacular. The first day got real hot, and Jackie and I got real drunk by ourselves. We just, that's the thing is it was such a load off of our mind to not have to worry about, did we bring this or can we make food? How many fucking grody granola bars do we have for breakfast? Oh shit, we forgot the dog bowls, and just all the stress of tenting. All that was gone. So as soon as we got there, We seriously just put down the jack stands and started drinking. Just sitting in chairs, drinking, enjoying weather, and it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Why wouldn't you do that? You brought your house with you.
Right, exactly. I mean, I can't recommend it. If you're still tenting, forget about it. Get yourself a junker. It's so much better. But then the next night, some friends or neighbors came up, and we were sitting around drinking, and our neighbor Matt has apparently like storm sense, like spider sense, but with storms. And he was like, "Oh, we're gonna get. I smell it. We're gonna get a microburst." I'm like, "Dude, well, I don't know about that. It could just rain because it's cloudy. It's been cloudy all day." He's like, "No, this is gonna be a big microburst." And so sure as shit, about 45 minutes later, we were mad dashing to get everything under cover while we were cooking dinner. And I had to finish my kebabs that I made out in the rain, which was kind of funny. But then I brought them in, and it poured and poured and poured and poured on us. And I just sat there and ate dinner and watched it. It was crazy.
Because you weren't in a tent.
Because I wasn't in a tent. And these fucking hippie people showed up next to us on Saturday. They probably weren't hippies. They were just, young kids, bohemians in their mom's car. And what they had were two hammocks that they strung up next to each other and a tarp. Seriously, a tarp over their hammocks. That was their fucking tent. And this microburst hit. And I imagine that they just booked it straight to the car and just sat there in misery in a car for like 45 minutes. Or maybe they boned. I don't know. So, yeah, it was awesome. Jackie, did you have a good time?
I did, until the rain came and my hot dog bun was left outside.
Yeah.
On its own.
Yeah, we had a wounded soldier.
Someone left the cake out in the rain.
Yeah, but the best part was that we had a toilet, and it worked great, everyone, for both number ones and number twos.
Yeah, took advantage.
And you got to wash your hands afterwards.
That was what was also fucking crazy, was clean hands while camping. What?
Yeah.
Dude, it's never happened in my life. It was such a weird feeling. And I brushed my teeth on Saturday. What?
So when Justin and I were growing up, I'd go camping with some of our friends from our hometown or whatever, and their idea of camping was no pillow, just a sleeping bag in the dirt.
Yeah.
So the hammock and the tarp is better than that.
I guess, yeah. But fuck, man. I just can't stress how much it was worth it. Like, fuck. I've never had something that I am so happy with, ever. I mean, other than my wife and my dogs. But the motorhome is gaining traction on all three of them. Just kidding, Jackie.
I'm not. It was fucking rad, and I don't.
Fucking rad.
It was everything that I ever wanted as a camping adult.
Yeah, like
I slept well. I didn't have to fight for room with the dogs. At one point in time, I fell asleep with a dog on my face because we were snuggling, and then I woke up and we were nose to nose, and she was snoring in my face, and it was the most wonderful thing in the world.
we did have an incident on the way up. That it's the Brougham is currently in the shop because we lost a lot of compression on the freeway. We took it on the freeway, and let me tell you, that wasn't exactly the treat of my life. But we lost power completely about halfway to the freeway exit outside of Boise. And it started farting and backfiring and
it
chugging.
Sounded like we were having our own gunfight.
Yeah.
Because there were definitely two different sounds because we have two different mufflers, and there was a gunfight going on behind us. And I was like, uh-oh.
We aren't gonna make it. Cool. It broke down already. And so we were doing 65, and without hitting the brakes, we dropped to 25 in about 2 minutes. I mean, that's how much power loss we lost. We couldn't even keep our momentum going. So we pulled off, and I let it run for about 5 minutes, looked under the hood. I didn't see anything on fire. So we got back in it and kept going. And then it was like, this thing drives like a fucking dream. Talked to the shop guys, and what they seem to think is that because we left gas in it over the winter, about half a tank.
Well, we didn't.
Well, we didn't know any, or I didn't know any better. I mean, we both did. You could have been like, hey,
previous
you
owner,
got to get that gas
previous
out.
owner.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's blame it on them. It essentially a bunch of ethanol, like dechemicalized from the gasoline. And so what's essentially was happening was that old gas was boiling in the carburetor before it could get into the engine. So it was just shitty gas because the engine temperature heated it up and made it boil.
Yeah, the vapor lock is weird.
Yeah.
In my experience with multiple Ford V8 engines, I've had it happen, and I didn't do anything about it in both of them. And nothing ever happened again, but it was like, oh no, this is weird. One of it happened like in the middle of Donnelly, so I'm like,
which is in the middle of nowhere.
2 hours from we're 2 hours already to our destination from our point of origin, and the Bronco's vapor locking, and I'm like, what the fuck? This has never happened before. Pulled over. Let it set for a minute. Once it decided to fire back up, never happened again. It was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
I was thinking about this when we were camping because, you flush the toilet and then you close the lid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw this TV show where, like, 100 Ways to Die or something like that.
Okay.
Where this guy was sniffing poop out of an outhouse. Okay. He passed out because he was trying to get high in the pooper outhouse.
I'm guessing on methane?
I don't know. I couldn't really follow it. I was kind of drunk.
Okay.
But anyway, so 100 Ways to Die. This guy's got his head in a toilet outhouse thing, trying to get high, and then he passes out, and he drowns in the toilet.
Okay.
And I'm like, I wonder if the methanol builds up in our camper, would we get high and pass out?
That's a hell of a question. I don't know.
Or is it because, like, we have a little closer at the bottom, right? Like, because it keeps all the gas down there?
No. We wouldn't, because there actually is a vent pipe that vents the dumper out. So no, we would not.
So does that mean if you take a big shit in there, that if somebody's standing out there by that vent, they can smell it?
Well, they would have to get on top of the motorhome and then stick their like plastic bag their face over the vent pipe.
Oh, okay.
Then they'd probably get pretty fucked up.
But I wanted to spring that on you guys.
That's some high quality shit smelling methane.
I've tried the Winnebagas. I've tried the Toyotas, but man, this Brougham has got the best shit. Jackie's down there. Pooping in the woods. Yeah. So great trip. We will be not gun shy at all from using that thing. In fact, I think I'm going to chuck some bucks into it and really get it roadworthy. Like, I'm talking freeway 75, go to the coast type shit.
You can only do that if you're going to do the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah, we got to charge the air conditioner, too. Well,
we went over a bump and it disconnected itself.
Yeah, right. Well, that's kind of...
we had to pull over.
Yeah, that's kind of some bad wiring that isn't that big of a deal. We also got a tablet, and I forgot that I wanted to bring this up. These people, I'm gonna if anybody's listening and is like, oh, I haven't got an RV, and I've got a 36-inch television in it, which is fine if you got the room or whatever. But these people that buy the TVs for their RVs or whatever, I think they're crazy because we thought about it and we couldn't figure out a place to mount it, and they're expensive and they're heavy, and you got to have a good mount that's not going to pull through your walls, because let's face it, in RVs the walls aren't real strong. So we said, fuck it. What about a tablet? So we bought the new Amazon Fire 10 and got it today, and you just put it in the little bracket and stick it to the wall and charge it via USB. That's the other thing, is the TV's got to have 120 volts. So you got to have your generator running to watch the tube or plugged into a KOA. We don't have to do that. We just load a bunch of shit on an SD card and go. Watch fucking Beastmaster in the woods and shit.
Was it more like, does Beastmaster better when there's trees around?
Yeah.
Well, Winston likes to play Beastmaster. He likes to pretend like he's the tiger, and then I get to be one of those body sucker people that worships an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Works out.
Okay. No, it just seems ridiculous to me why you would go through this headache of a TV in your RV. Just get a fucking $150 Amazon Fire 10. You got a 10-inch TV in there, which isn't giant, but it's big enough if you got a small one. And then you got your weather apps. You got anything that you need GPS for. You got tunes. You got Alexa. You got everything. There you go. Top tip. Nobody wants to talk about it. You guys are both looking at me like...
Yeah, tablets are so exciting these days.
What am I supposed to say about a fucking Amazon Prime device? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm standing on one right now, and there's another one keeping my table level.
All right, well then let's move on from the motorhome. Sam, I hope you're going to take something on this week.
Yes. Today on Sando Takes On manual labor.
Oh, I think we can all agree that manual labor sucks.
It sucks.
Okay.
I had to do it all day, and I'm really tired.
Okay, what'd you do?
It's bullshit. I wrapped a car.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't you just throw the sticker at it and then it just kind of goes shook and sucks to it? Isn't that, I mean...
Yeah, you just look at the car and then it becomes a sign immediately.
Right. Well, I thought you were going to say I was digging ditches or breaking rocks or real manual labor. What's so difficult? Explain for people who don't know.
Well, you just have to push a lot, and it really hurts your hands, and you got to lay on the ground and get up and down, and when you're my age, it's not fun at all.
Okay.
Especially because I just don't like doing anything that doesn't involve computers, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, manual labor sucks. Digging holes is actually more rewarding unless there's too many holes, I think. That's the problem. No matter what happens, your hands are just shit for 4 days after you do something like that.
Well, at least a hole, you have a place to put the body.
What body?
I don't even get to dig holes like that. It's like a post hole.
Still.
You could put
neighbor cat.
You could put some of it in there.
Murdered bird.
Murdered bird?
Murdered bird.
Murdered bird.
Right.
We all know you have a cat named Monkey. I've seen this cat.
The crow is yelling, irony! Because it's a murder of crows. Okay. That's it? That's all you got? I hate manual labor? No duh, you hate manual labor. Come on, man. Bring me something good I can work with here. How about this? What's your solution?
Tired. I was so tired. Yeah, this week on Sando Takes On, he takes on himself because he couldn't come up with a good topic because he's fucking tired from manual labor.
That is a problem in the United States right now.
So, Sam, I got a question then for you. Since your segment was short. Are you ready?
No, I'm not done with him. I'm not done with him. I'm not done with him.
You guys are supposed to chime in on the manual labor.
Yeah.
When's the last time you did some manual labor, Jackie?
Oh, boy.
When I worked on the motorhome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Motorhome. What'd you do, though?
I laid a floor.
No, I laid the floor.
I helped you lay the floor,
You
stupid.
held part of it. I guess that's manual labor.
Oh my God.
You cleaned. Cleaning's manual labor.
I did that today.
Yeah, cleaning's manual labor.
I pick up a dog every night so that it'll sleep with me.
That's not a job per se. You do that for your own pleasure.
But she weighs over 30 pounds.
She's heavy, yeah. When was the last time you got paid for manual labor?
I don't know.
Because the last time I got paid for manual labor, I was in college.
Exactly my point. I have a piece of paper that's supposed to make me immune from that.
Right.
It says, this guy's got a bachelor's degree. He doesn't have to dig anymore.
Maybe you should get like what Frank on Sunny has, like some certification that says does not have donkey brains. And then like people, oh, I get it. This guy doesn't have donkey brains. He doesn't need to do manual labor.
Sure.
The diploma's not doing anything. Just print something out says I don't have donkey brains and hand it to your boss. What's your solution? How do we end manual labor, Sam?
Robots.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Okay. All right. What do we do with all the people that are like, robots took our jobs?
Somebody's got to manage
Give
the
them
robots.
better jobs.
Right? I mean, it's pretty simple. I got an argument with Jackie's dad about it. He's like, nope, robots can't do everything. People got to work. I'm like, why? Because they just gotta.
You'd be like, all right, you like this? How would you like to just watch 30 robots do this instead?
Nope, you gotta you gotta earn it. You gotta earn that dollar.
Well, how am I supposed to make a living watching 30 robots work?
Right.
We'll actually pay you about 3 times what you're making right now to do that, and make sure the robots are working right, and then fix them when they're not.
How many zeros is that? Oh, okay. All right. And I get to be called, my position is doesn't have donkey brains. Cool. Okay. Sign me up. Yeah, no, robots are awesome. And we need to move on from manual labor. Even if some people lose their manual labor jobs, they'll find better jobs. Like, they're out there. We can make them.
You know what my problem is with the robots is if they got too human, then I would feel bad for them and I would help.
Right? I mean, robot does literally mean slave. So there's a lot of moral quandaries there that we could go into as far as robots.
I'm not going to complain, though, if one wants to come over and clean my house and be my butler, fold my clothes, drive me to work.
Like, do a good job wiping my butt, because I don't.
Clip my toenails.
Yeah, right. That'd be good.
Wash my dogs.
Yeah. Get the groceries.
Yeah. People would come to my house and be like, why is it so messy? You have a robot. And I'd be like, yeah, but the fuckers programmed it to give blowjobs as well.
Hey!
That's all it does now.
All right. Yeah. Sando takes on manual labor.
All right. So I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
When camping.
Okay. We're going back to that. All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry. I just now remembered.
Oh, nice job.
Queen's song. We were listening to Queen.
Okay.
Getting drunk.
Queen's song. Their one song.
Their one song called Dragon on My Back.
Okay.
Got a dragon on my back. Slow down. You ain't got no criminal. Slow down. Okay, I'm no Freddie Mercury. Okay.
Oh,
I know.
really? What?
But when he's talking about a dragon on his back, is he talking about heroin? What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't even know that song, but I'm going to guess yes, that's what he's talking about.
I don't like.
It's one of my favorite Queen songs.
I know this. I know the tune, but I don't know the words. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume yes as well, because I'm pretty sure every song is about heroin, like every single one. Oh, it's so nice to be with you. Think about it. I love all the things you say and do. See, heroin. Neil Diamond singing and shake it up, baby. Now shake it up, baby. It's heroin, dude.
Shake up the heroin before you use it. Otherwise, it won't be good.
Right? You got to. That's step one. Happy birthday to you. Dude, it's right there. I mean, right on the face of it. Heroin. H. Happy.
Well, if any listeners really know what Dragon on My Back is about by Queen, I would be curious to know.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Well, just look it up, dude. I mean, we have the internet. We don't need to like send the fans manual labor.
I'm employing people, Justin, like robots.
Right. If your robot knows the answer, have him do it.
Yeah, if your robot knows what to do.
Typing sounds like manual labor.
Yep.
Anyways, if anybody's robot wants to answer that for us, we'd love to. We got some streaming do's and don'ts this week. Starting with a series that Jackie and I have briefly kind of mentioned. She shouted about it while she was drunk one night on the show. And we just finished it up on Amazon Prime called Upload, which you've probably seen the advertisements for all over the place.
You can't hide from them.
No,
they're everywhere.
Have you watched an episode yet?
No.
Okay.
Whenever they push something that hard, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to watch it. You're pushing it too hard. Fuck you. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to watch reruns of the A-Team instead. Fuck you.
Out of spite.
Yeah, I'm not even going to stream anything. I'm so pissed off. I'm just going to watch Perry Mason and fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh, I'll put it on my tape machine, you stupid future where we can watch whatever we want as long as I'm told what to watch via advertising. It's not a future I want to live in. Jackie, Upload I don't even know how to synopsis it without like making it sound like not what it actually is.
I got a $10 gift card for taking a survey about Upload.
Okay. All right. What was some of the questions and what were your answers?
Which characters did you like? Okay. How did you feel about the relationships? Which one was your favorite? And I had only watched like the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
So I was convinced that the girlfriend was dastardly. What's her name again?
Oh,
Ingrid.
Ingrid, yeah.
I was convinced that Ingrid was dastardly. I was proven wrong. Kind of.
Well, no, try not to spoil things. Not everybody's seen
it. You can't say anything about it without spoiling it.
I can. So one of the problems with its marketing, I think, is that it does seem to appear to be a very almost The Fault in Our Stars or what's that other, the Notebooky kind of like, we're really selling the romance here. It's a couple's story. Honestly, it's a hard-laced science fiction show that isn't even really about, I mean, there's a romance in it, but the romance is necessary because it's a science fiction take on romance. Like, it's as Asimovian as you can possibly come up with in a very comedic and snarky way. It's
a whodunit.
Well, it's definitely not a whodunit. It's like hardcore science fiction. It's about, it makes you question everything about our own mortality and what and who we are and
who done it.
And who cares about the who done it? Some guy did it. There, you happy?
That's what I want to know.
Who shot JR?
Right? No, there's
Tacoman. You've got to help us solve the mystery.
There's bigger existential crises in that show that you're like, gee, I want to know who did it. No, you should be questioning your own, like, what am I gonna do after I die? Type shit. It's.
Well, I won't give a shit because I'll be dead.
Maybe
I won't have this body hanging on to me. It's
maybe not. That's the type of things that the show brings up. It's pretty heady science fiction with a lot of satire on if we had all the stupid shit that we have currently in the future where we can do all this other insane stuff like sort of be immortal, but we still have like really shitty corporations and none of us can pay our rent and we
have bad internet
and like even if we had good internet, the internet is still really dumb. Like really smart. I thought it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it.
Well, good. It's nice that you put up the one question of immortal life. Like, I want to live forever. Okay, what do you want to do forever? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, it goes into
do something forever.
Goes into that quite a bit. It goes into the science of how that would even work, what it would look like, how we would pay for it. And then like morality questions beyond that, like what is love when you're dead, and how do you cope with that? And one of the things that it brought up, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but I always thought, like, or maybe not always, but I was thinking, like, the day we cure cancer, how shitty is it to be the guy who died like 30 minutes before the cure came out of cancer? Like, how badly does that suck? I tried to hang on so hard and I missed it by 30 minutes. Shit like that. Like, how fucked up is that shit in this cute little package of a rom-com? So, if you're scared of it because of the poster and the marketing, don't be. By episode 3, you're like, oh boy, they're making me think some pretty heavy things here. Jackie,
and who done it?
And who?
Who done it?
God damn it!
Maggie shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah,
Maggie shot Mr. Burns.
Spoiler. I'm assuming you're going to give it a 2.
I do. I cannot wait for. I hope that they're going to make another season of it. I really liked it, and I did not find out who done it, so I need that second season.
Yeah, you're going to be disappointed once you do, because then you're going to be like, oh my God, now I'm left with nothing to do but ask these really heavy questions.
I'm just trying to avoid that shit right now.
It's the most important shit. Also, we watched finally from 2019 on HBO, The Good Boys, starring a bunch of kids and produced by Seth Rogen. Sam, you remember this movie? It was like #1 at the box office for like 2 weeks.
I vaguely, but I don't remember anything about it.
They're good boys.
They're 6th graders.
Yeah, 6th graders. The critics kind of weren't real nice to it. They were like, who wants to see a bunch of 6th graders just walk around and say the F word? Because, Seth Rogen's producing it, so there's going to be a bunch of things about dicks and balls and spooge and stuff like that. Like they were being naughty, like kind of like a bad Santa type thing. Like, oh, these kids are bad, actually, but they weren't. These were really good kids. Like, they're good boys.
Yeah, they got into it. It was a coming of age movie where they got into a sticky situation,
right?
And they did what they had to.
Playing crackers, huh?
No.
No.
You said
Shooting a
sticky
frat guy.
situation. Group of 6th graders. I mean, that's the thing, right?
No, I see somebody, Sam, when you get some time, like a professional. No, this is good, accurate description of it, Jackie. It was a coming of age with a zany adventure along the way. I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. I liked it.
I did too.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's not the fucking Goonies by any means, but dude, it was just a good ripping, farting, good time. A couple of it was a little like, I mean, that's a laid duck you'd laid right there, but for the most part, the jokes were solid as shit.
Yeah, I think you go into a producer's office at this point, and if they know up from down, they'll be like, okay, no, go make your comedy movie. Only spend this much. I need it back by now. Just don't read the reviews.
Right.
We'll both make money. Don't read the reviews.
Right.
It's basically against the law to make a comedy right now.
Right. And there was no real special effects. There was a lot of locations. But for the most part, it was just the 3 actors on screen the whole time. So I bet you it didn't cost very much at all. So heck yeah, dude, more power to you. Knock those things out. Sam, you got anything this week you want to talk about?
No, I mean, I didn't stream anything. I went out and bought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and watched it again.
Okay, all right. And did you have any changes of opinions from it being your favorite movie of 2019?
That wasn't my opinion. My opinion was my favorite movie of 2019 was Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That might be changing. I don't know. I really liked it. If you watch all those movies once, that's the one that I was like, man, I really liked it. I don't know if I'd like turn around and watch that again. I bought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I knew I was going to watch it a few times. I bet I watched that fucking thing 30 times by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like over 3 hours.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It moves. And when we were watching the Oscar noms and all that, before all the chips hit the table, I had told you I won't be surprised if this wins best sound editing.
Right.
I mean, it didn't. It won production design, and I was paying attention to that, and I was like, no, the production design is fucking fantastic. Even when he seemed to intentionally put an out-of-period Porsche in the shot and leave it there with the right parts that you'd be like, oh, that's just a couple years too new, and he knows that, and he's showing it to me. The sound editing is the best I have ever encountered watching a film.
All right.
Listening to it on the Bose, it was fucking amazing.
That's high praise.
Do you think it gets funnier each time you watch it?
It gets funnier each time you watch it. We're going to watch it again probably. What happens usually is that you bring it around and you show people that haven't seen it, like, oh, no, you don't want to sit here for 3 hours? That sucks. You're going to do it anyway. And then they're like, oh, my God, that was amazing. But you just notice something, like, he has that thing so jam-packed of just his business. It's beautiful. That's why I was surprised that it got nominated, because it's so self-serving.
Mhm.
I loved it, but I was like, I don't know if other people are going to like this. I think this is one of the best things I've ever seen.
All right, so do.
Get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, do it on Blu-ray. I wonder if there's going to be not a director's cut, but like a special release of it, because I think other than maybe Pulp Fiction, it's his biggest movie, but it's rapidly becoming his biggest movie as far as like fans loving it, I think.
As far as I know, there's not going to be a director's cut, because the screening of it at Cannes was like 2 minutes longer. And it was when the Sharon Tate character like picked up somebody, a hitchhiker, they extended that scene and then he ended up cutting it. But the problem with, like, is there going to be a director's cut? No, that's the fucking director's cut.
Right. Yeah.
He had final say on goddamn everything.
Right.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm probably about another year away from watching it, I would say, is where I'm at. But maybe with peer pressure, I would watch it again. But I'm still waiting on second viewings of JoJo and 1917, and I'm still convinced that JoJo is probably going to crack my top 10 favorite of all time, but I got to watch it 3 times in order for that to qualify. These are self-imposed rules, because sometimes I love a movie so much, and then I watch it the 3rd time, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have put it in the top 10. It's got to do 3 times. If it breaks the 3rd time, and I'm still like, fuck, then it's all good. So,
and if you watch it 10 times and you still start noticing new jokes, it's duck soup or Spaceballs.
I don't even know. I mean, yeah, that's great a lot of the times, but not all the times it matters, because like Bill and Ted's, I don't notice new jokes, and I still watch it just because I love it. And I don't need new, because the old is so good.
Sure.
So yeah, sometimes I don't need to notice new stuff. In fact, most of the time I don't need notice new stuff like Copland. What am I going to notice in Copland? What am I going to notice new jokes in Master and Commander? I mean, come on. No, there's not anything. I mean, I know what happens. But I still just get wowed over each time I watch those movies. Like, wow, this is just so fucking directed specifically for me. And that's why they're my favorite movies. So we'll see what happens with JoJo. But yeah, I need to watch JoJo in 1917 again. And then maybe like in a year I'll get to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So okay, so there you go on Sam's stuff. Jackie, you got a spooky this week?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna read it?
I do. I don't like you though. I am.
Not telling you fuckers anything.
This is good stuff. I'm keeping this for myself.
Me and Tacoman, we're gonna talk about this.
I'm gonna shoot all the fans an email.
I'm gonna butcher this. Junie.
Okay.
New South Wales, Australia.
How's it spelled?
Junee.
Juna?
Junie.
Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're doing any better.
All right. A place called Monte Cristo Homestead. Best known for its delicious sandwiches
Right.
that bums steal in Chicago.
Right. Sam's been to Reuben Castle in Omaha, and he thought that was a big deal. So maybe he needs to go to Monte Cristo Palace.
Can you eat a whole Monte Cristo?
I can't.
Have you ever
can't.
tried?
They're so rich.
It's
Cannot do
so
it.
like, and I can eat a lot, and it's like halfway through it, you're like, "There's still another half of this.
Oh,
That was good, but
God.
this has got to be for tomorrow.
The
This thing's ridiculous."
The Monte Cristo is like heroin. That first bite is like, this sandwich doesn't make sense. And then every single bite afterward just gets not as good because you're just like, oh, God, I'm bloating up.
Yeah, I think that's why they cut it into the four corners, the wedges,
Right.
because they're like, if you're fucking smart, you'll share this with 3 other people,
Yeah.
and then you'll have the right amount of it. If you eat the whole fucking thing, you're gonna have a Monte Cristo hangover for 2 days, and you're gonna be shooting cannonballs through the bottom of your toilet.
Or walking around town because you don't just make a Monte Cristo, you only get them in places
Yeah,
like Disneyland. And then you're stuffed full of Monte Cristo in Disneyland. Ugh.
Anyway, it's a Victorian mansion.
Okay.
Built by Christopher William Crawley.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what's going
Mr. Crawley!
on. Dun, dun, dun.
In June 1885, the house is plagued with death.
Okay.
Okay. A stable boy
No,
burned to death.
God damn it, no, stop. Quit encouraging her.
I can't make the next one rhyme, so we got to stop now. A baby
I was
girl
out of weird tongue guitar, so it's good.
Okay. Whew. Feel like we're ending on a positive note there. A baby girl was thrown down the stairs.
Okay.
A pregnant maid was thrown off of the balcony and
Like
died.
by somebody or just
Yes.
like, okay.
A caretaker was shot to death. This is all why this Crawley family lived there. They lived there until 1948.
Okay. Wow.
The family did.
Wait, this has nothing to do with Aleister Crowley.
I don't know. The
Okay,
guy's
I
name
guess-
was Christopher.
Well, that's not Aleister, so
Yeah.
and the timing's not at all right, so I'm assuming it's not Aleister Crowley.
Well, and it's in Australia, so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and also not in England, so.
So this is the worst one, though. There was a mentally retarded son of the housekeeper.
No such thing, but go ahead. No such thing as retardation.
Oh, sorry. That's what it said in the article.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
people were stupid.
That's how it was reported in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had some mental disabilities,
Mhm.
and he was the housekeeper's son, and she didn't want to deal with him, so she tied him to the outhouse for 40 years.
Wait, what? Tied somebody to the outhouse.
For 40 years.
I
He
can't
just had like a
move.
little dog shed next to the shitter.
I can't leave. I'm tied to the outhouse. Like, what? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And they also had a caretaker there who also had a kid with mental disabilities, and he didn't want to deal with him. So he chained him up in the caretaker's lodge on the property, and the guy dies, right?
Okay.
And they go in to go clean out the guy's, cabin, right? So they hire a new caretaker. And they found this they found this person who was tied to the wall,
I've been here for 40 years.
curled up to his dead mother.
It's icky. I don't have a joke.
I got a joke. I got a joke for that one. When they walk in and he's curled up to his dead mother, they say, "Oh, sorry, are we interrupting something?"
No, don't leave. Oh, shit, they're gone. Damn it. Another 40 years ahead.
No, this is a different one.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah, dude, there were 2 of them.
I thought one.
Oh my god!
I thought the
One was the
tied to
housekeeper.
shitter
Yeah, the housekeeper's kid was tied to the shitter
for 40 years.
for 40 years
And
in
they-
a little hut next to the shitter.
And the other one.
And the other one was in the caretaker's cabin with his wife.
Yeah, but he died.
So did the wife.
So who's hugging the mom?
the other kid.
So there's 3 people chained to shit.
No, there's only 2.
Okay.
Okay, let me back up here.
Shitter Greg and dead wife Lou. Now you're saying
Caretaker's dead wife was in there with the second one.
who was hugging the mom?
Yeah, the dead mother.
Okay.
So the wife had died, and he didn't tell anybody, and he just left the body in there so that the kid would have something to do while he was tied to the wall.
Wow.
So
You
like,
know,
something
if-
to do like your mom's a puzzle. I'm gonna put her back together.
Maybe he was brushing her hair until it fell off.
40 for
Her
a long.
scalp.
Well, I guess not 40 years.
he was just hugging her. I bet if Neil Breen thought that, he'd be like, "Oh, that's hot stuff."
Oh,
They were laying face down on the floor together, holding hands with their butts up in the air.
that's love, according to Neil Breen, and magic, and government conspiracy.
God damn it.
Where's my magic rock?
And I don't know if you guys heard me about the first death.
The
The stable boy who was burned to death in his bed.
Okay.
Wait, he was a stable boy?
Yeah, he was a stable boy.
I
Well-
shovel manure.
At least he had his stuff together before he died. It would have been worse if he
Oh.
was an unstable boy, huh?
A lot like those other 2 that were tied to the shitter.
He's a stable genius.
And it really never even says who the little girl that was thrown down the stairs and died. They have no idea who that was. And it wasn't a family member.
Wait, is that the end of the story?
No.
It's just all these people died? Okay.
So all these people die in this house. The family lives there from 1885 to 1940.
Let me fact check, or not fact check you here, but let me put on my Columbo hat for just a second. Let me ask you one more question. So far, everybody that has died, were they all employees?
Yes.
Uh-huh. A clue.
Yes. Everybody.
Good help is hard to find, especially if you're pitching him out the window every
Right.
chance you get.
Right? Bitch, better get the sandwich right.
So any of the family members that died in the home died of natural causes.
Of course.
You know, they were old and
Yeah.
they'd had these nice lives.
Mhm.
But apparently, instead of firing somebody and giving them severance, we'll just burn them in their beds.
Severance, this is like when was this?
From 1885 to 1948.
Yeah, severance. They
They
just,
didn't have severance, they had deliverance.
yeah, right.
And that's what those people got.
So let me continue on with my story. So in 1948, the last of the family members dies.
Okay.
And the house is left to some caretakers, right? For 20 years. The house sits vacant. And it has caretakers that are going in and they're, taking care of the property. A couple of them have some accidents and die.
Brooming up dust.
20
Brooming up
years.
dust. And then the broom, shoots into their eye socket somehow.
Exactly.
They were juggling knives, and gravity really fucked things up.
Yeah. Fucking spooky ghost gravity.
Yeah, so even after, these people no longer live there, the caretakers and the people that are on this property continue to die.
I hate employees.
Yeah, they don't have employee appreciation day there. You're just appreciative if you've made it past your 1 year mark.
Right.
Yes!
I set the record.
Okay. So let me tell you guys about some of the spooky shit that happens there. You
Mhm.
ready? So in 1963, the house did not have electricity. And the current owner buys the house and she's walking up to it and it's fully lit up. Like it has electricity, but there's no electricity, there's no candles, there's nothing up there. So
Swamp gas.
who knows, right?
Yeah, it's
Somebody's
swamp
in there
gas.
lighting their farts on fire with a can of hairspray.
Project Blue Book looked it up. It's swamp gas.
There have been reports of a hand on your shoulder,
Weather balloon.
hearing your name called, and the phrase, "It's gonna be all right."
That was Venus.
That was actually just the radio.
Yeah.
Everything is gonna be
Be
alright.
alright.
Everything is gonna be alright.
Footsteps and seeing ghosts.
I'm at
Spooky
a
ghosts.
Oh, and seeing
Oh,
ghosts.
and
No.
seeing ghosts.
But the worst thing,
Oh, no,
Hello.
wait, no. No. No,
Hi, I'm
this
Greg.
is spooky.
I've been
Oh, I
chained to the
heard
shitter for
footsteps. Like, oh, that's kind of spooky. Oh, I heard the radio. Not so spooky. Like, I actually saw some fucking ghosts. You know what? That's fucking spooky.
it was Greg from the outhouse.
Hello.
Nobody goes out there to visit him anymore, so he had to unchain himself and get in.
Why has nobody noticed me, but they've noticed the footsteps? Jesus, I'm a ghost. Hey, look at me. Woo! No,
Ghost is just-
nothing.
Ghost is standing in the kitchen throwing wedges of Monte Cristos through the back of his head.
I can't get a reaction from these people.
You're going to have to clean that up later.
You are a servant, right? Those are the only people that actually died here.
Yeah, and then Greg the ghost just walks over to the radio, turns it on, and everybody's like, Jesus Christ, I hear my song.
But I saved the worst one, though. The worst thing that they cannot explain what happened. Are you guys ready?
Not the seeing ghosts.
No, not the singing ghosts that'll tell you you're going to be all right.
Does it have anything to do with Obamagate? Because nobody can seem to explain that shit. Heyo!
No, this is disturbing. So these people, when they buy the house, they move in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I don't know when this happens, but they're living there, and there's nobody around. They don't have any people working on the property or anything, right? She's in the
because
kitchen.
they're all dead.
So they're in the kitchen, and they make some food, and then they go into the dining room. And then they hear all of this commotion in the kitchen. They run back in, and there is a plethora of dead...
A plethora?
Plethora. I'm trying to sound intelligent while I drink. A plethora of dead, mutilated cats that have been strung out all over the kitchen. They have obviously been murdered there because of the blood splatter, and they're just everywhere. Dead cat massacre.
Okay.
And now when at night they hear meow, meow, meow.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
They can smell cat pee.
Did you make up that whole cat thing?
No, that is a real thing.
All right.
That did happen.
Sam, you gotta guess on what happened in this
One
scenario?
of the ghosts was making guitar strings.
Yeah, that's the conclusion I came to.
Yeah,
Good
no,
job,
it's
officer.
and they're like, "Oh, that's so creepy," and he's like, "I'm a fucking ghost." What the fuck?
Thank you for also making my editing that much harder.
Robots can do manual labor.
Shit. See, that's these people.
Pizzas hitting cars.
Right. If they'd hired robots to do all their work, then,
That one robot still would have gotten shot in the head.
Yeah, but
The caretaker robot.
Right, but do robots have spooky ghosts? Can they become spooky ghosts? What are the requirements to be spooky ghosts? I mean,
I don't know.
Hal became a spooky ghost.
Yeah.
Well, not so spooky, but ghost.
Yeah, that's right, man.
So for those of you who are curious, yes, you can go there.
Okay.
They have a Monte Cristo annual ball.
Actually, no, you can't go there because Australia costs a bajillion dollars to go.
All right, hold on. A Monte Cristo ball, so it's like multiple Monte Cristos mashed into a ball? How the fuck could you eat that?
Dude, you've got a fancy gown and or outfit on, and they're walking around with sandwiches. Fuck!
She didn't get it, Sam.
yeah. So it's okay.
Tell me my future, Monte Cristo ball.
And it's
Oh my god.
And it's served to you by a fucking ghost, and then the person turns to the ghost and says, "I hear there's creepy things that happen here," and he's like, "I'm a fucking ghost."
Hey, how about me?
So this year, if you're looking for a vacation plan, it is on September 12th, 2020.
Is the anniversary of
No, that's just when the ball is.
the Monte Cristo ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also has, get ready to be spooked, gentlemen, a dollhouse museum.
Oh, damn it! You didn't let me guess. I was gonna say the eyes wide shut mask orgy thing.
No,
Okay, because that shit freaks me out.
a dollhouse
Uh,
museum. Some creepy ass dolls out there. I don't know if you've looked at enough dolls.
Dude, have you seen rich people banging anonymously? That shit's fucking scary.
Have you seen Annabelle?
That's not really a thing, but rich people banging anonymously is totally a thing. Like the jar of keys, like the bowl of keys, that's like all the bad things.
Shh.
Like it could be anybody. Like it could be your dad.
Ew.
And like a
Why would
senator.
Why would you invite your dad to the party?
I'm not going to the party, but if I just stumble into, like, sometimes people stumble into Eyes Wide Shut things. Like, what am I even doing here? Oh, I've got to, like, find the secret disk drive, and I got to get upstairs into this mansion. But downstairs, rich people are banging anonymously. And I'm not good with it. Like, there's, like, some guy shows up, and he's just got a fist full of chocolate, and you're like, dude, where's that hand been? And, oh yeah, no, that's just Preacher. But yeah, either way, bang parties are not where I want to go. That shit creeps me out.
I'm pretty sure the guy with the handful of chocolate was Willy Wonka.
He also creeps me out. Like, one of those guys could be Willy Wonka. You don't know.
Do you think that they have a doorman, though, that's like, please show me your wiener so I can expect it for warts and or abrasions?
I would think it.
Please spread your lips, lady.
I would think at an Eyes Wide Shut party, there's gotta be some sort of, like, checking. Like,
I think it's the other side of it. It's like you're there and everybody already has everything.
Well, you can't have everything, dude, because, well, I guess you can have syphilis because all those white people that are rich and banging each other are fucking crazy. But, like, what if one of you guys got HIV? Oh, yeah, HIV. If you got all the money, it doesn't matter. You just inject cash into your... Yeah, no, you can have all the STDs when you're super rich.
Well, here's the thing, Justin, is they give you a glass of champagne when you're done and a shot of penicillin
right
on your way out.
Yeah, no,
right in the butt.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, Sam's absolutely right. Except for warts. What about... is there a cure for genital warts?
You can't take medication for it. There is no cure, but it will suppress them.
Yeah, so if everybody's got the genital warts, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like any wart, right? Like if you get a wart on your arm or whatever, like there's no cure for that. You can pick it off or put stuff on it, but you'll get another wart eventually. It's a different version of the same virus.
Yeah. No, I do not like Eyes Wide Shut parties. Ugh. Gross.
Okay, so let me continue, gentlemen.
Okay, all right. Oh, boy.
For $195 per person.
Yeah, see, I know what's going on at this party. See, you're complaining because
This is not for the party. This is something else.
Oh, okay. All right.
For $195 per person per night, you can stay there. You can get a 3-course dinner, a 2.5-hour ghost tour.
Okay.
Because apparently you're not allowed to leave your room after that. I don't know if that's true. And this is their quirky website thing, and a cooked breakfast if you're still here.
Because the service sucks and you probably leave.
You're like, my toilet is plugged again. That's not spooky.
Yeah, when you're on the ghost tour, you're getting toured around by a ghost, and then people are like, when do I see something spooky? And the ghost is like, I'm a fucking ghost!
Here's your penicillin shot. Now shut up.
Yeah, just go to the bang party. Jesus, that's more scary than I am, apparently.
Would you guys like to hear the best part about this place?
There's a best.
Yes.
Okay.
The very best.
It's got a hot tub, too.
No. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. But the very best thing that I found out about this place, if you're under 15, you can't go there.
Okay, why is that?
They just don't allow it.
Because of the bang party!
Yeah.
Which is worse because it should be, if it's that kind of a party, it's probably 21 and up.
It should be not a thing. Like, nobody should go to a bang party regardless of age. Like, they've already committed all the crimes against humanity. It's all, they're fucking Illuminati bastards, lizard people living under the ground and shit, ruling the government and telling us how to live our lives. They're fucking chucking keys and bowls and eating nachos, and they're double dipping. The one guy's got his finger in his mouth, and he puts his finger back in the dip bowl. And then, like, I don't know where that finger's been.
In a
like,
lot of butts.
Right? I don't. The dip is bad now.
Do they write on your ass, like, please do not stick your dick in my butt?
I don't think you have a choice.
Please do not fist me. You know, like you have your rules written on your back.
I don't think so, Jackie. I think it's all fair game at a, bank
I don't know.
party.
I've never been to one.
Good. Thank you for clear. I'm glad to know that now because
after 10 years of marriage,
I mean,
you're like, ooh, I always wanted to ask.
Oh, thank God. My
Ugh.
wife's not one of the Illuminati. Cool. Good to know.
Sam's like, I am, though, so screw you too.
It's
Actually, I got to
nothing
get
see.
off this call.
Yeah, it's nothing to see. Trust me.
Like Sam gets on the phone and types in a secret password and his phone opens up, or he sticks his hand on the statue of Winston Churchill in his office and goes down into the underground basement. It's like, all that shit. Fuck, no.
They
I
have
don't
to
like
scan
any of
his balls before he can get in.
it. To make a phone call?
To get into the party.
Oh. Huh.
Ball
No,
scan.
Craigslist personal kibosh is just put the whole thing on ice.
Mm-hmm.
Bang parties?
Sure.
Like, why go to a bang party? I could just bang a hooker on Craigslist. I don't.
No, the
There's
bang
hot-
parties were on Craigslist.
Those aren't like eyes wide shut bang parties. Those are just orgies, Sam. Orgies are different than bang parties. Like bang parties, you have hors d'oeuvres. Orgies, you just fuck people.
There was bean dip, and then there was specifically bean dip so that you couldn't tell whose fingers had been in which butts.
Garlic dip has the same effect. Just in case anyone's wondering, you can stick your finger up your butt, put it in the garlic dip. Nobody's going to know.
I'm pretty sure somebody's going to know. All right, that's the show this week, guys. Next pick is mine. So on Monday, you will have a new episode for the movie The Last Shark, currently streaming on Amazon Prime. So watch that. Enjoy your week. Be safe out there. Write to us with your thoughts on what's going on in the country right now. I personally would love to hear them. And rock on.
Bye,
Rock
Taco
on.
Man.
Let's get to the penis.
Oh,
Get
right.
to the penis.